when it comes to the protection of your ideas, we have what we call copyright, we have what we call patent rights, and we have what we call a trademark. Copyright, patent rights, and then we have what we call a trademark. Now, when you write a book or come up with a magazine, when you write something that is voluminous, what you need is a copyright. So you copyright ideas that are documented in book form. So you copyright ideas that are documented. So when you write a book, you don't trade it, you don't trademark it, you don't patent write it, you copyright it to say, I'm the owner of this product. Now, when it comes to patent right, you patent an invention. Something that you invented, something that you are the one that brought it into existence. So you get a patent for it to say, I'm the one that produced this thing. So you get a patent for it. But you trademark a name or a logo. So when you have a name or a phrase that belongs to you, or a word that belongs to you, or a logo that belongs to you, then you can now trademark it. So a legally protected brand is called a trademark. Now, when you look at this arc is the McDonald's arc, and now it's trademark, but their own color is not this color, right? It's not, the color is not coming out. I think the color here is even different from what it was on. So you understand, depending on the different device. So, but the color is actually supposed to be yellow, right? There's a particular shade of yellow that they use. So that's a legally. So you can't take this now and try to use it for yourself. You'll be infringing on a trademark. How many of you remember the Coca-Cola, the way it is written, that font itself, that the way you can't write Coca-Cola like that. That's a trademark. So anything that is a logo, a phrase like Coca-Cola, a word, they can trademark it. So you can trademark a phrase. For instance, now, if you hear the word common sense is not common, I've trademarked that. So when Ben Murray Bruce was saying, I just want to make common sense, people told me, why not sue him? I said, I like the guy. He's making sense. Because actually I have the love is not enough, matrimony. I've trademarked all those words. Do you understand? So you can do that for what you do. So now, let's look at few facts. Few vital facts about notable brands. Because we're looking at the power of personal branding, but it's important for us to just have a general overview and understanding about the issue of branding, and then we'll zero in it to you as an individual. Now, there are 5 things that I would like us to explore when it comes to facts about notable brand. Number 1 is what we call the brand experience. The brand experience. The brand experience is the experience you have when you interact with the brand. Let's say, for instance, let's use what we can be familiar with, a church. If you go to MFM today, there's an experience you have. When you go to MFM, there's an experience you have. If you go to Christ Embassy, you can't have the same experience in Christ Embassy as you had in MFM. If you come to Calvary Bible Church, there's an experience you will have. If you go to House on the Rock, there's an experience you will have. If you go to Anglican Church, there's an experience. If you go to Kwaibo, there's an experience you will have. If you go to Kerubu and Seraph or Celestial Church of Christ, there's an experience you will have. When you get in there, do you know there are churches you go to? The signboard and everything looks Pentecostal, charismatic, and word of faith. But when you enter, you just begin to feel that, even from the time they start, from the praise worship, the way the thing is standing, you see that this one will be like saying, everything you just begin to see. So that's an experience. So a brand experience is the experience you have when you interact with that brand. How does it make you feel? Do you come out of that place being satisfied with what you get? So for every organization, you have to ensure you structure whatever you do in such a way that whosoever experiences your brand does not leave wondering whether it was worth that experience. Do you understand? They don't leave wondering. For instance, we had an amazing time yesterday. There's a guy that just relocated to Nigeria, and he contacted me. He wanted me to be his mentor to help him settle down in the country, and he registered for one of our real estate conference that is coming up in May. So he paid, and then I said, just join me on social media. You will know everything I'm doing. So last week Sunday, I had an Insta Live session on the new rules of law for single. I was there, and I told people they can still register for the singles meeting. So he registered. He sent me a text. I've registered for the VIP. That means I'll be able to see you face to face when I come on Saturday. I said, no problem, come. So yesterday, he came to introduce himself to me. He said, I'm the guy, I'm the one from London. And I said, oh, how are you? I said, so how was the experience tonight? Did you enjoy? Was it what? He said, oh my God, it's amazing. And I said, huh. So that's an experience. But somebody could have come and said, it's not working, this with you, just hyping the whole thing. You know, there are times that people will hype things. When you get there, you feel duped. You just feel like these people have duped. I wish there's somebody I can hold their neck and collect my money back. So that's a brand experience. Now, the second thing is the brand image. The brand image. Now, the brand image talks about the picture that brand paints in your mind. When you hear the word, when you hear the phrase, when you hear the name, what comes to your mind? So when I say Fulani Earthman, or I say Mietiala, what comes to your mind? What image does that brand portray in your mind? So that's a brand image. Now, I hope you know that the brand image is a function of perception, not your experience. It's just when you hear Calvary, what comes to your mind? Because when this church started, we went through a lot. And over a period of time, there are people you will meet now, and you mention Calvary, they will tell you different things about Calvary. At a point, they say, it's all these small boys, young girls. That was the image they had. At a point, that church is rich people. If you don't have clothes, don't go there. Even if you don't have car, they will drive you. It's just rich people. Poor people don't go to that church. That's another image. And another person say, that church very nice. They did street light for the community. They did borehole. They're always giving food. So a brand image is when people hear your name. When they hear Olumide Emmanuel, what comes to mind? Did they think, I gotta forget that man? Or they think, oh, that man, oh, thank God, that man. So that's the image. So the image is a function of perception. So you need to manage your image and manage the perception that people have about you. You are not being deceptive, but you are just being careful and being strategic to ensure that they don't see you as someone that, because at the end of the day, when they want to talk to people about you, they will talk about the image or the experience. And if they have not experienced you, they will talk about image. And let me give you a way this thing works. Somebody can have an image about you, and somebody else has an experience about you, and when they come in contact with each other, somebody is trying to share their image, and they say, no, I've been there. I know him. It's not true. Why? That is why experience is greater than image. So, in trying to build a good image, make sure the experience is key. Because no matter what they say about you, let it be that the day they finally experience you, they realize that all the image they have had is a graven image and a false image that needs to be consumed. Hello? Okay, number 3 is the brand management. The way you manage your brand. The brand management. The brand management. I've been privileged to associate with a lot of individuals, and I've had to sit down with some people to say, come, this is what people are saying about you, and I know it's not true, but it means that you're not managing your brand very well. It means that you are not being intentional and deliberate about ensuring that people don't have a wrong image or a wrong picture about who you are. So, what is brand management? Is you being intentional, strategic, and structural about putting systems and structures in place to ensure that your brand is well managed. So you have to sit down to say, okay, no, we can't do that, we can't do that, we can't do that. For instance, we're going to be in Asaba next month for a 3-day School of Money conference and ministers conference. And I went to preach in Benin the last weekend, Friday, Saturday of January. And when I finished speaking, one of the politicians in Asaba came, said he wanted to see me. I said, what's the problem? He said, well, that we heard that you are coming to Asaba. I'm the one in charge of economic empowerment. Can we work together on this conference you are doing? I said, I've already finished my conference. My ambitions are ready. My billboard are ready. Everything is ready. So if you want us to do anything together, it's either I can give you 1 day to do your own, or we'll come another time and all the stuff. So he said, no, we can get. So he said, let me talk to your guy. So they had the meeting. They now called me. By the time they called me, I was in New York. Now listen to where I'm going to. The guy now says, sir, the hall you book is small, but we have gotten the governor to give us a very big hall so that everybody will come there and this and that and this and that. He said, but we might need to do another bill or make adjustment on that. I said, no, we have to say, I'm thinking, they say you have printed 5,000. We can just use biro to scratch the thing and write another one. I said, what did you say? Me, Olumide Emmanuel. I will use biro to be scratching ambi. I said, don't you know that if they give them an ambi, they see my name and they see biro and they are, you're serious? I said, I can't do that. I said, we'd rather print another one. That is managing your brand. And then we're discussing, and I said, okay, so the hall is big. So I told my guys, I said, so what do you think about the hall? My son from Onitsha that went there with them, and my son said, Baba, this hall, there is no ACO. I said, forget it, I'm not coming. Let's do our own program. How can I preach 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the night, for 3 days inside a place where there is no air condition? It's not pride, it's not arrogance. Hello? I said, sorry, if there is no AC, forget it. Let's use the hotel we have already booked. If they cannot come, let me do my program. I don't have time for government and politician wahala. We'll do their own later. That is managing your brand. Do you understand? So you have to be conscious. Because I was like, it matter now, waste of money. No, you see that extra 80,000 you will spend to reprint will help your brand more than the poverty mentality of Ejekalo Biro. So many times you don't manage your brand well and you get into trouble. You might be a musician, you might be an actor, you might be a comedian. And it's okay, this program is coming up so day. You now call them the day to. I remember we invited someone for a meeting here, and then everything has been put in place. Someone had introduced her to me that, okay, she's good, we can invite. So we invited her. Do you know what happened? In the morning of that day, she was now calling. I didn't know that the place is very far like that. Oh, I just checked Google. It's a demo. I can't drive to that place. So I don't think I'll be able to make it. On the day of the program, she was telling us a program we have invited almost 4 months, sent letter, did everything, did public. It was the day of the program, Saturday morning. So I just checked Google now. It's about 2 hours from the island. I can't drive that I may not be able to come. So when they called me, I said, Pastor, I said, so what did you say when she said that? He said, we just told her that you have to come. We have I said, well, no problem. So she said maybe she would take Uber, whatever. So she finally came, and it was amazing. She spoke it was an amazing meeting. Because I don't know her one-on-one, I couldn't be sitting her down to say, so I now called the person that introduced her to me. I said, come. I said, this lady you introduced, she did amazingly well. In fact, it was a very powerful meeting. I said, but this is what happened on the morning. I said, you are also a pastor, and you understand the error of that. He said, so tell her that that's not a good image, because she did very well. But in my mind now, I can't invite her back. Because now, even no matter how good she is, she's going to be an unstable, problematic person that can put me under unnecessary pressure that I don't want to in my life. I should tell her, because that I can't invite her back. So since you are the one that know her, help her understand the error of telling your host the day of the program that you check Google. Ojino. something that they have invited you 4 months ago. That is brand management. Many of you, it's not the devil that is after you, it's lack of wisdom. You are not managing your brand very well. I have musicians that I mentor, I have comedians that I mentor, and I tell them all this. If you are not going to be there, say you are not going to be there. Don't book a meeting and then a bigger meeting comes. Say, I'm only master 700. This one will pay 200. You now change to go for 700. You are at the end of the day, nobody will invite you again. You may think you are reigning. So, brand management. Number 4, brand orientation. Brand orientation. Now, brand orientation is you educating your workforce and your stakeholders about your brand. Brand orientation is educating your workforce and your stakeholders about your brand. So who are your workforce? People that work with you, your staff, your managers, your ministers. That's why we do workers class. That's why we do training. And we say, no. We don't do that in Calvary. We have a workers manual. We have staff handbook. We have all. Why? We are, let's look. No, we don't do that here. So when you are employed in this ministry, we give you a staff handbook. We take you to an orientation to know that in this church, this one will not happen. We don't agree with this. There are people in the office that we have sacked because they impregnated somebody out of wedlock. But you can't do that in a bank. That somebody, so that's their personal life. But when you come here, we orientate you from day one. Do you understand now? To say, okay, if you are joining us, the Nigerian police, you can't be pregnant. This is the law. So it is there. It's not about holiness or morality. It is a policy. So you have to educate people. If you are a Calvarian, you work in the church and you go and buy something and then you inflate the price to collect something and you are collecting kickback, it's trouble for you. You can do that. So now when you are a worker, you can't be a worker and dress this way or do this way. These are all orientating the people about your brand. Then your stakeholders, people that represent you, people that work with you, people that you have to relate with, you have to let them know, oh, sorry, we can't do that. No, we don't do that. So that when they are going to represent you, they will tell you in advance. They will tell you what? In advance. So, for instance, now in our company, Common Sense Group, our core policies, integrity and excellence. And we define it as doing the right thing in the right way, at the right time, at all time. So there's nothing like bring cash. Nigeria, bring cash. We don't collect check. No, we don't do that. Everything has to be documented. So we cannot be coming to give you cash when we don't know what you're going to be doing with the cash. And then at the end of the day, we'll be hearing stories that touch. So brand orientation. So educate people. And then it takes time, especially when people come from a different culture and they come into your culture. They might be saying, what's so special now? This is the way we used to do it when I was in. No, you are no more there. You are now here. So you have the responsibility to educate people about your brand. And that's brand orientation. Then number 5, brand integrity. Brand integrity. Brand integrity. Brand integrity. Now, brand integrity is staying true to your brand. Staying true to your brand. You can't be fickle-minded. Today you are like this, tomorrow you are like that. Let me use 2 examples that I have personally experienced to teach you. Many, many years ago, there's a particular drink that they call Sans Cream Soda. Sans Cream Soda. My friend's wife was working in that company. So, one particular Christmas, they brought cartons to honor me. And I drank it and I fell in love with it. And I started buying sunscreen so that this is like 15 years, a long time ago. I don't even think they're in the market again, I don't know. But it's very long. Very rich, creamy. So I started buying. All of a sudden, I bought and it looked like water and sugar and salt. What's happening? That's why I stopped buying. Number 2, La Casera. La Casera, it came out very rich. And then everything went, then all of a sudden, it's as if something went wrong. That is brand integrity. They did not keep to the integrity of that product. Somehow, someone somewhere. Either it is fake, some people are fake, they decide to do fake in Aba or Newi, and then they mess up the company. Or the company themselves felt that we are making money, let's reduce they will not know the difference. And then today, they are no more in the market. So, brand integrity. So, if you say it's 50 kg, let it be 50 kg. Don't sell rice, and then you hit the thing by the side. And then at the end of the day, what is supposed to be 5 dirika is 4 dirika and a quarter, because you have pushed things away. So stay true. And that's why in every organization, even if you don't have it as a department, have it as a policy. What do you need to have as a policy? 2 things. Number 1, R&D and QC. Number 1, R&D. Number 2, QC. What is R&D? Research and development. What QC? Quality control. So even if you are a one-man business, you are a sole proprietor, you can be the person to check, to be sure that, look, let's continue to do research on how to develop our products to make it better. Or let's continue to check the quality of what we are giving out. So research and development, and then quality control. These are 2 units that are existing in major multinationals that helps them to continue to stay true to their brand. Coca-Cola has been tasting the same way forever. Forever has been tasting the same way. Why? Integrity of the brand. So if they tell you, oh, this Mercedes-Benz is good. Why is it good? They stay true to the brand. If you bought Mercedes-Benz 30 years ago, or you bought Mercedes, they function. But there are some cars. Let me not go there. So let's move on to personal branding. Let's zero into personal branding. See how far we can go there. We'll continue next week. Personal branding. So how to brand yourself for success. How to brand yourself for success. So now we are talking personal now. We have left company and business. Let's come to personal level. In personal branding, your focus should be on quality and not packaging if you want to last. Quality. There are many beautiful babes that has ended up becoming a terrorist in relationship. There are many handsome guys, wear car, 6 packs without 6 figures. And they ended up turning their wives and their girlfriend or their babes into punching bag. So the container and the content are 2 different things. There's nothing wrong in packaging. There's nothing wrong in having a good container. But be sure that the content is good. Jesus Christ said, you are whitewashed sepulchre. You are a grave with marble. And everywhere is shining. But inside is bones, dead men's bones. So in personal branding, don't let it be all about packaging, everything now, everything now, You package, because in this social media generation of Instagram stars, Twitter stars, Facebook celebrity, there are people that package die. They tell you they can do everything. By the time you finally test them, trouble. Trouble. A young man during the lockdown did some massive publicity about a particular product and service he was to render. My wife contacted him to invest. And then my wife said, what do you think? I said, there are basic things you need to find out before you put money anywhere. Number 1, how long has he been doing it? You have to do your due diligence. I said, number 2, who are the former investors that have invested before, that have collected money? Let him give us the name of 2 or 3 people that we can do verification. Number 3, so I gave her. So she came back and said, that the guy said, no, nobody, that they are just starting, but you are the first person that is going to invest. You are the first person. So she came, I said, well, it's honest. Honesty is a virtue. I said, because if we don't support people that are starting out, they will start from somewhere now. So instead of putting 5 million, put 500,000. Let's start with that first and see how it goes. Then we can be so we discuss. And then first month, second month. What are we talking about? He don't package himself, but to produce trouble. Hello? To produce became trouble. At the end of the day, I called him one day. And this is where his calamity came from. I called him one day. I said, hello, how are you? I said, I know about this situation and I think I can help you. I said, because number one, how many of you are in your office? Are you the only one? I said, because the way you are relating, you are not doing things professionally. Customers are the one calling you. You are not giving updates. When they call you, you will come up with another story. I said, you need to have a customer service department. No, sir. I know what to do. I know. I've been doing this for a very long time. He was telling me that. That's the day I knew that your case don't end. By the time I released the venom against him, now he's begging. But we have withdrawn everything from him. So, but what am I saying? The possibility that is in that thing that he's doing is so huge that by the time my wife went in, I was like, we can actually help this guy. So I spoke to other investors. There were millions waiting to enter that guy's hand. And he just messed it up. So listen and listen well. So in personal branding, it's not about packaging. Be sure that your quality, because some people don't have packaging, but they are very good. Perfect example, your electrician, your plumber, your mechanic. There are some mechanic. The mechanic I've been using, Sunday, I've been using him before Calvary started. Even when I didn't have a car. So 27 years, the same mechanic. Even from the days of Tokumbo, even when I bought a brand new car, it's still today I got to. Hello? Do you now know the amazing thing? Today is so good, but it's not packaged. Let me give you a perfect example. Last year that I did my 50th, the church wanted to bless me. And one of the things they decided to do is to rebrand my car, that they want to bring it up. We had one guy that has already given us quotation of the same thing. Powerful, sent pictures, say he has done it for other people. And he used to be an evangelist here before. So I said, that guy was there. So when the guy said, I said, okay, no problem. I now called, I said, today, this guy has given me this quotation. Can you, I said, now we can do it now. So he was working on his own quotation. But because I was not ready, I didn't know church was planted. So later, they now told me from church that I said, this thing people want to do. Today, say you can do it. Then this other guy has given me quote. They say, no, there's a company in Neki. You see where packaging comes in. So the other guy that gave quotation, why didn't we give him? When he was here, he went into immorality. He was trying homosexual. We had to excommunicate him. So by party of his personal life, we didn't give him the job. Tunde is just like one roadside. They carry the car, go meet company. As I'm speaking to you right now, since they brought that car back, I have spent over 1 million. I just spent 600,000 last month. It was, nothing went well again. By the time they brought the car back, they are stolen. Corporate like you, they use the Ojibor Kinito and Ojijade Ogbelo. By the time we call the MD, no, it can never be from here. Far. It's the same Tunde that I took the car back to, that I've helped to begin to put the car in. We have, look, true life story. Between December, there was lockdown. Yes, so they bought brand new tires, fake. They will go tire. This is a company package that I can never recommend for anybody. Now, package company, fake tire. Between November and January, the 4 tires busted. 4. We'll just be going on the express. We left church one Wednesday. We got to express. 1 tire. Me, my wife, and children, area boys gather us. They were helping us to change tire because they took it to a company that is package. We're going again. Me and the driver, he was taking me to airport. Another tire. It was policemen. Patrol that stopped. Oga, what are you doing this place? This critical Oga, we left the car there. I took Uber. We're coming from Lekki, January 23, the weekend. As we got to Third Mela, all the 4 tires, fake, gone. So I called Tunde. I said, Tunde, you will have to help me. I said, I'm going to bring this car. Check it as if it's an accident car that you're about to reinvent and start all over again. Say, oh God, I'm going to change chalk. I'm going to change Bogota. I spent over 1 million between last year and now. So when we are talking of personal branding, not packaging, contents. So even if you don't have the packaging, have the contents. Because you can be learning packaging to adjust things, but have the contents. So when you talk about your personal branding, these are few things that you need to be aware of. Number 1, what do people think of you? What do people think of you? When we hear, Sister Shade, what comes to mind? Because before some people propose to you, they will make inquiry. And some of you, it is in inquiry, like I said on Night Vigil. It is inside inquiry that somebody will say something. Hello? It's inside inquiry. There's someone that is close to us, and my wife was informing me that this person that is engaged, that's the person that's. I said, they're engaged. That's nice. He said, I said, how do you do this? She told me because she was asking me that what do I think about it. I said, the guy is a nice guy. I said, I told her the guy is a nice guy. If we had said, we don't know anything about this guy, be careful. That's how. So you must be, how do people see you? How do they see you? That's number 1. Number 2. Okay, what do people think about you? Number 1. Number 2, how do people see you? So number 1, what do people think about you? Number 2, how do people see you? Do they see you as a good person, a bad person, a callous person? How do they see you? Because I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care what anybody say. Care, except you are not going somewhere. Care. Yes, you don't care what anybody say with reference to some aspect. But there are some things you have to care what people say, what people think. Number 3, what value do people place on you? What value do people place on you? What value do people place on you? 2 things happen, and let me just close with this. And then we'll continue next week. Let me give you 2 scenarios. Earlier in the year, an organization, a real estate organization, wanted me to come and do training for them. And as a pastor, counseling is free, but consultancy attracts a fee. If any church is inviting me, we don't talk money. Whatever, even if you give me 5 naira, I go and return. Freely receive, freely give. But if you invite me as a consultant, as a coach, I have invoice. Because where there is a voice, there is an invoice. I will charge you. So I sent them, I said, no problem, we can make it happen. But what is your budget? Because they didn't talk money. What's your budget? What is your budget? So they didn't get back to me again. Then after about 1 month or whatever, they came back again and said, oh sir, sorry we did not get back the last time, or the reason why we didn't get back is COVID. Now because of COVID, there's so much, but now we have now decided to do it in batches. So we now want you for 2 days. You are going to do the same thing, but we have shared the people into groups so that you do one group. I asked you a question before. We have to go back there. What is your budget? I say, because me, to step into any place to teach, minimum is 1 million per session. So now that you are now saying we are doing 2, there are many others. I say it's 1 minimum. If you can't pay 1 million for 1 session, forget it. I'm not looking for it. I will stay in my house. This will not be church, not be Pastor Olumide. You are inviting Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. I didn't speak in tongues to go to have all the training and money. So they now replied, okay, sir, please, can you do 1.5 since it's the same point? I said 1.5 so we agreed at 1.5. So someone that was privy to the discussion now asked me on the sir, oh my God, only 1.5. Kilo, what's the middle? You got to repay 1 million minimum. Okay, how do you, it's like, how you just collect 1.5? I said, no. It's value of brand. I said, this is real estate. They are the one that need me. I don't need them. I said, there are some companies that will invite me to come and talk. I won't charge them. I even want to be on the bill for them to see my name with that company. I said, but for this real estate area, by the grace of God, the information I have, they are the one that need it. I know how many millions they can make by what I'm going to do. I said, so they are the one that need it. So how do people value your brand? I close with the second one. I have a very good friend. He's my friend. So one of the companies where I'm a director wants him, I'm the chairman of the board. They want him to come and speak in a conference that is not church, a wealth summit. So 2 of us will be the speakers. So they say, since it's your friend, talk to him. So I called him and said, all right, say, my friend, this one is going to be a challenge. See, because I can do anything for you. You are my friend. He said, but everything about church is under my jurisdiction. But anything business, I have employed people that is in charge. And they charge big money. That they have told me not to get involved at all. I say, I understand, we are in the same shoes. He said, because there are many friends that say because we are friends, don't worry, we'll pay. And then they mess things up. So they have told me never to get involved in that area. I say, what's your problem now? I understand. That's what I do too. So give me the number. We'll contact them. Let them give us the price, no matter the amount. But between me and you, we are planning to give you $2,000. Between me and you. Say, $2,000. Only my baba. Pay 10,000, the minimum. Let them send us invoice of 10,000. Then you will now veto it as my friend. But I'm telling you 2K. Love. So we send the letter. They now replied. And look at what they did. They now said, this is the normal price, but based on you, your chairman's connect with our chairman, we give you 70% discount, pay $3,000. So immediately they sent the email, the MD sent it to me. I said, pay. I said, let's move from 2 to 3. I said, pay. I said, because this guy is my friend, but he's a big brand. I said, this is the reality. Let's not take this for granted. I said, let's go ahead and pay. I said, you know the amazing thing? We can pay him the 3,000 and I can collect it back from him. Now, listen. So we did that. The guy called me. He said, thank you. I just want to thank you and appreciate. He said, because you don't know what you have done. He said, everybody's talking about you in the office. That this is a correct person. Is this one not your friend? All the friends that may look at him now, writing letter. He said, thank you for humbling yourself to go through the process and honoring me without saying that we are friends. He said, thank you. He said, if you want me to return the money personally, I will return it. But thank you for that. I said, don't worry, keep the money. What am I saying? How do people value you? There are people that say, hey, I will record one, can collect. What's the meaning of that? What you saw.
Thanks for watching and also taking time to engage with our previous content. I saw your comments and I will respond to it immediately. Meanwhile, feel free to also share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Please don't forget to share this video with someone. We have a unique package for you on the first link in the description of this video. If you found value in today's discussion, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Kingdom Wealth Channel for more empowering content. that helps build wealth in a godly way. We believe that every subscriber is not just a number, but a valued member of our growing community. If you're not subscribed to Kingdom Wealth Channel, you might not see us again, so hit the subscribe button now. But if you are a member of Kingdom Wealth Channel, congratulations, you are growing every day.